Okay, this is Jason's Electronics Repair. Welcome to my ER. How is everyone doing today? If you're watching this back on video, I don't believe anybody's in chat at the moment. I'm going to get a couple things worked out here. Just get this stream set up here. We'll be ready to go. Now, of course, my computer wants to restart. Isn't that fantastic? Oh, it's gonna have to wait. Hopefully my audio is good. Okay, so yes, it keeps. Oh, it's going to be awful if I have to restart this PC. So, okay, so audio seems to be working. Everything seems to be good. So, I got some goodies here. Let's go to the main overhead camera. I got me on the camera. What's up? Scruffy beard going on hardcore. And we have some goodies. I got some AliExpress stuff. I got some Nintendo Switches from eBay that we're going to fix. I got some great stuff to look at. So, first, before we tear into this package, I got something the other day that was interesting. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off of my, I got it mounted to my microscope over here. This is a USB UV light. So I'll demonstrate this here by plugging it in. It has some issues. I'm not sure how I feel 100% about it. But as you can see, it's a USB powered UV light. It does seem to cure the mask. It doesn't turn on and off. Like it flashes there. Now it turns off. So it was giving me issues before. So I'm not 100% sure on this, but there's that setting. A little bit less flashing and then off. So I don't know if the flashing does anything. So that is the UV light. So I've done some testing on it. I did some testing on this board here. Hey CapTech, how's it going? Hoping to see you stream again soon. You always do pretty cool stuff. So I did some solder mask work on this right here with the light. It seemed to cure it. I like it because I can sit it to the side and I don't have to worry about it. And like I said, I mounted it to my microscope stand, and it seems to have worked out pretty good. Yeah, I can see. I can have a rave while the solder mask lights the party too, guys. The solder mask lights the party, despite what you think. It is a party animal. So I don't think this stream's going to pick up until Phil gets here around 7. But we're going to go ahead and go through this stuff because I got a good amount of stuff to go through here. So we'll open this little one. This took 87 days to get here. So, yeah, 87 days to get here from China. I ordered this end of December of last year, and it finally arrived day before yesterday. So, and it's not that many. I got these to try them to make sure that they are the right component, and I only ordered probably 10. So let's take a look at what we got here. Oh, this weekend, that's cool. I may have another stream on Sunday, but it doesn't look likely now. I had planned on another stream on Sunday, but stuff didn't come in. So these are MOSFETs. Let's turn this camera on and see if I can get this to work. So let's bring this up here and do that. Now let's take a look at these MOSFETs under here. So that's what they look like there. And you really can't see the number on it. There it is right there. So these are the MOSFETs for above the switch. I'll go ahead and show you that on the board here. I believe it is, yeah, this one, I believe. it's that one. The O2. Oh, no, it's one of these. I have to test it. Hey Jay, how's it going? That's a good rave. Yeah, they do. Anyways, those MOSFETs are for one of these three that are down here. So they are definitely for one of those three. But I will have to confirm which one they go to, and I believe I lost them. Wow. All right, so let's put the scope away. Get my good-looking mug back on the picture. We'll put this switchboard away. We're gonna need that later. So we got this. I'm gonna be a tool. I want to put them away with a label. So go ahead and label it, because I will. If I don't, they'll get misplaced, and I don't want to deal with that. So these are AON 2018 MOS. And I will make a better label for it when it's time for a better label. So these are my Max ICs, my Bluetooth. I'll put it down here under this other transistor. So I got this other transistor right here. We will cut this down to size. Let's see here. Oh yeah, no problem, Captech. I'm always willing to help if I can. If I can make it to the stream. I mean, I try to make it to all the streams, but I may not be there 100% of the time. But I have it playing, and then if I need to chime in, I'll chime in, because I got I work on stuff too. So, but I'm there. I keep it playing in the background. But whether or not the wife's talking to me or my son's talking to me, I can't control that. So everything stops when they speak. Can't be doing anything. Nobody asks if you're busy. I'm telling you, it's a situation. But let's move on to the next item here. We got that labeled. There's gonna be more labeling, guys. I want to tell you right now. There is gonna be more labeling. This is gonna be. I should have labeled the stream labels. I forgot about the labeling, but not as much as the next one. Like, I was torn on what to do here, because this stuff showed up yesterday, and then I had some more stuff that might show up tomorrow. So I didn't know. That appears to be empty. So I didn't know if I should wait till Sunday for everything or what. So we'll do that one last. Let's open this up here. So we're going to try not to get my address that looks like it's written in Chinese all over the place here. So, which, I mean, you can email me and get my address to send me console to fix, whatever you want to do. So, I also might be working on some blue screens of death. Okay, so this is my preheater. This is my iPhone preheater. So this is the one. This is the Sunshine one. This is the one for normal iPhones, which I'm actually currently working on one on iPhone 5S. Video to come. So this is that one right here, the T12A dash CPU. So that's this one. And then this one is expandable, where I can get the bricks for the different ones like iPhone 10, 11. So I actually have to put those on order. So actually, I have them in my cart. I just haven't ordered them yet. So we have the power cable, and we have the little short little lead there, and then we have our instructions. Oh, I can't wait to check out these instructions. All right, let's put the box over there. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, it actually does have actual English on it. Oh, it's got all the different models on here. Let's see what we got. They make a X, an XS, XS Max, T12X3, T12 CPU, T12A face, Android, T12A-F, and then a T2XF. I don't know what that's for. That's like might be for heating up the frames or something. Bending them back or something. I'm not sure. But it does surprise it had English. So hopefully this thing is grounded. I did a lot of research before I picked one of these, and this one seemed to be the way to go with the upgradability, where you just get a new plate and you're good to go. And it's got a rotary encoder on it, so nice on-off switch. It's clicky. Do I have power for this? That's the question. Where do I have power at? Let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and plug this in and see what's what here. Watch the video on how to calibrate these. Do I ever do teardowns? Yeah, I tend to it. Yeah, you got to be careful. This is a reputable brand that I see a lot of phone repair. Oh, all right, well, Phil's not showing up after he told me he would show up. So, a lot of people recommended the Sunshine brand, but everybody also recommended to be super careful. So, that's why we're doing it on video. So if something happens, get them 10,000 likes. But I wouldn't tear down anything that I need to use. But I have some stuff that, I can't reach it right now because it's out of the way. But I have some stuff I plan on tearing down as videos and going over circuit design and how to troubleshoot something without schematics. I'm mostly doing that on my Patreon page because that's where I'm basically doing the teaching of electronics, so and troubleshooting and stuff. Whereas on here, I'm going to focus mainly on the repairs and things like that. So, the connector is the connector, I guess. It's plugged in. Let's say that's what I can say about that. So, let's plug this one in. Now, I plan on using this in an upcoming video, but I may use it later in this video after we get everything opened. So I'm going to plug this in. And I'm going to turn it on. It beeped. It's set for 225. So, okay, so it'll go down to, it'll go down pretty low. So it'll go down to 100. So 100. And what will it go up to? Go up to 250. So I actually push the button to set it. So I'm gonna be using it for like underfill and overfill and stuff. So we will leave that hooked up, and that already got warm. So we will calibrate that later. I'm just gonna set it off to the side. We're gonna do the dangerous thing of leaving it plugged in. And we're going to put its innards right here like that. We're going to get its innards. So we're going to put that there like that. And then we're going to open this one here. This should be a board holder. Hey Travis, how's it going? But I got a Learn to Fix Phone series coming up where I teach myself to fix phones. Oh, man, all this bubble wrap is fantastic. Use this to send out some switches. So, I did a video on diode mode and short circuits on the Patreon page. Wow, really did the bubble wrap on this bad boy. Okay, so this is for standard phones, because that's what I'm working on. I have one for other phones coming. This was dirt cheap, but it's a little board holder to hold my phones when I'm working on them, and it also does like different things, and it's pretty heavyweight. It's not bad. It's got a little, but it sits low and it'll hold your board. So good spot for ICs. So not bad. I think it was like $5 or $6. So it wasn't expensive, and it'd be nice to hold the boards as I'm practicing reballing and stuff. It's got a lot of pins and whatnot in it. But as you can see, there we go. We'll check this out when we do the when we look at the preheater, and then let's check this out here. Hey Jaden, how's it going? The chassis isn't grounded. I hear the Sunshine ones are. That's why I chose that brand. Out of all the brands, the Sunshine one is grounded. Okay, so these are the Max IC fuel gauge chip for the back of the Nintendo Switch. So I'll put the I want to say it's Max 77 something. So let's get back onto the microscope here. Okay, so let's go to the microscope. Okay, so can we see that? Let's zoom in here. If we can see that. So let's see what we have here. So it's the 1750, I guess, yeah. 17050, but it goes back behind the battery, where the battery connector is on the underside of the board. So that's where that goes. So we'll take that off. We will make us a label for it. So make us a label. So this is, let's do Max 17050. So I'll put that in the box here. Hey, Micro Repairs, how's it going? Dream, how's it going? I'm getting a little bit of people in here today. So we will put this Max IC on here, get this label on here. So goes there. We will cut this down into some more manageable strips. So these are actually pretty cheap. So I got a bigger pack of them. So may sell some over here. I'm still working on selling stuff. I do sell to some people, but you know, I try to offer stuff. I do offer faster shipping in the States. So I ship same day, Monday through Friday. Before if it's before 5, if it's paid, the invoice is paid before 5, I can normally get it out. Yesterday she came early. The mail lady came early. Yeah, that box is nice. I have 2 of those actually. I'm only using one at the moment. Oh yeah, I got this guy right here for cleaning my cleaning the grime off my. So Yeah, it's just a little lint roller for getting that gunk off there. Looks pretty good. It's got a little shield thing there. So, okay. Okay, so let's open up these Nintendo Switches here. So let us get these open. We're not going to fix any of these on stream. We're just opening it to make sure there's 3 in here. Because I bought 3, and I plan on doing 3 different video styles. And I'm going to see which one does better on the channel. So I'm not going to say what the video styles are. I don't want anybody to jump the gun on what I'm doing. So I'm going to do 3 different video styles. Be on the lookout. It's going to be one next week, one the week after, and one the week after that. And then I'm going to check it back in a couple months and see what videos did better. I don't like the fact that they cram these in here like nobody's business, but, So, and they didn't even put my paper in there with my little shipping receipt thing. That's irritating. So, I am going to turn on, I have to do it up here because I don't have a Stream Deck button yet, but I'm going to turn on this one. Yeah, I'm going to turn on that one. I'm going to take me off. I have the side microscope here. This guy right here. I got the side microscope so that I can inspect these ports. So that's what I use that for. I use this other scope. I got them both set up on the bench. So I'm using these. Now these are all claimed to be damaged ports. So as you can see, that was not that bad. Serial number. Let's go. Oh, it actually has a kickstand. That's crazy. So let's take a look at this port under here. So yeah, that's dirty. Looks like it's got some liquid damage on it. Can you guys see that? Brighten that up a little bit. There we go. So, hey, Red Rules, how's it going? So you can see there's a little bit of color on those pins. So, yeah, so that is that one. Normally these haven't been messed with before, but looking at that screw right there, that looks a little bit like it's trying to take out. Is it missing any screws? But normally this stuff's not opened. Let's check the game card slot. See if we can see in there. See if there's any kind of liquid intrusion. Oh, it's nasty, doesn't it? Ew. You guys see that? That's gross. Hey, ZA, how's it going? Yeah, there is big money in graphics cards. Especially right now. I got quoted a computer back in like June of last year. And it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too water damaged or liquid damaged. But I got quoted a computer back in June of last year for $1,800. And it is a custom built PC, 64 gigs of RAM. And I think it was an Intel because it was better for editing. But top of the line, 4 input HDMI slot, 1 terabyte SSD, 4 terabytes of onboard regular hard drive storage. It was a beast of the computer, and it had the graphics card. I'm not sure, but it was pretty good. It had 4 outputs on it, and that's the only thing I cared about. And it does good video graphics. But now they want $2,800 for that computer, $1,000 more. So yeah, I'm gonna say that this one is a damaged port. So screen looks great. That's gonna get me some resale value. No kickstand, of course, so I have to add that. That's $10. There's a mosquito in here. So take a look at this port, guys. This thing is busted up. This thing is busted up. Wow, that is gnarly. I'd love to see the charger that did that. So I'm assuming that this is going to have some significant damage to it. probably P13, probably M92, if not a blown CPU. So, and it's filthy too. So it's absolutely filthy. Let's take a look at the game card slot. I started checking in these now to see if there's any kind of nastiness in there. Got some gunk in there, that's for sure. Let's take a look at this side here. So, definitely dirty. It's going to go in the ultrasonic cleaner and my wife to clean it. But, yeah, so this one's dirty. With the pins mashed up like that, if power was applied to them, they will definitely probably have a CPU short. So that could end up being a donor. Could be liquid damage. Yeah, that port was insane. So that might be the one I do a certain. Well, I'm not gonna say what the format is. So this one, minor issues on the screen right over here. Nothing to really affect the value too much. It's not cracked or anything. No kickstand. I was surprised the first one had a kickstand. Doesn't look too bad. Another XAW. I'm not going to look at the serial numbers until after I fix them because then I get my hopes up. So this one may be pretty bad. With these pins bent that way, if power was applied to any of those pins, that could definitely short the CPU. So hopefully, the charger was messed up too, and it wasn't given any power, or it was a Nintendo charger in it. What's with the glitter? Man, all these have glitter on them. So let's take a look at the game card port. So these are all mangled up. They're not, they don't look liquid damaged. Well, the first one looked a little liquid damaged. These look mainly dirty. Okay. So that is the way to go. That is those switches. So let us move that out of the way. Okay, so now you guys are going to get me to label some more stuff here. So let me get my labels out. Where are they at? Here they are. So I need to get these labeled. So I will get my round labels out. So the last one I left off on was 1009. This is going to be 1010, and then we got 1011, 1012. So there we go. So we will say that this is number 1001. 1010. I'm sorry about that. That one's that one. And then we'll label this one. If I don't label them now, and then I'll just be all kinds of. No, I can't do that. So there's that one. Just be all kinds of out of order. It'll make me feel better when they're labeled. So, this company's normally good out of 5. Is that 7 a.m. alarm? Out of 5, no, 6. 6 I've gotten from them. I had one blown CPU, which is a donor board now, and then I had one severely liquid damaged. And I'm actually going to work on that one now, and it may actually be fixable. So that may actually be a fixable unit. So we're going to take a look at that, hopefully. So I actually got all the liquid damage cleaned up. It just needs some work done on it, like connectors and things. So it needs a backlight so I can see if it does boot. It acts like it's booting. So all right, what do we got going on in the chat? Donald, how's it going? Jaden, wow, I've been skipping ahead. Yeah, insane. They sell for silly money. Yeah, they do. Uh, yeah, I was gonna build one myself, but getting the graphics card is hard to get right now. Um, and my thing was setting up the 4 input HDMI card. That was a little bit beyond me with the drivers and stuff, but I found a better card than the one I was going to get that is how more recommended. So that's pretty much plug and play. Yeah, no, the charger in that one was pretty bad. I haven't done any switch lights. I have two. Hopefully, I have two blue screen of deaths coming. I've been doing practice switch CPU reballs on my dead CPU switch, and I have probably got down the paste reball. I had to modify my iPinch here with an exact number of Kapton tape layers to keep it perfect so I could use the paste. And then I had to really mess with my heat, lower the heat down a lot to get that to get the balls to form without jumping around. So I've been playing around with it. I got 5 times under my belt. 4, I would say, were successes, despite missing 1 or 2 balls. The last 2 were 100%. The first one was a disaster. I did it on stream, and it was a complete nightmare. So hopefully, viewers going to send me 2 blue screens of death. I believe blue screen of death is caused by some traces or some pads becoming disconnected from the board itself. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So if we look here, come over here, we'll go under the scope here. We'll go over the scope. Let's back it out here. Get you zoomed in here. Now, all the way out, it's hard to get the focus crisp, but I got a different Barlow lens mount for the scope, and it's gonna go. Hey, For Wizzy, how's it going? Hey, Jesse, we're gonna get together. I'm actually gonna send you a message after this stream because I got some awesome stuff planned for me and you. It's been hectic waiting for stuff to come in and then getting everything ready for the business, and then it's tax season. Oh, taxes were I can't even get into the taxes this year. I'm still have to go sign the papers. They still need to sign the papers, and it's a nightmare on the taxes. So hopefully I get back when I'm supposed to get back. But on the CPU here, what happens is if I drill down on this area right in here, you get some traces lift in this area, and they need jumpers ran, and then the chip placed back down. Try to get that clear as I can. So, and then they need the jumpers, and then and that technically fixes it. How I can tell if that is going to fix it is when I get the unit, I can press down on the CPU and try to get it to plug a charger in with a battery and see if I can get the screen to come on. If I can get the screen to come on by pushing down on it, a reflow may do it, or just a reball. The only one we'll consider in a second is here. Yeah, it's crazy how busy you get swamped all of a sudden, and then stuff shows up and you're even more swamped. But if you push it down and the console boots, you can get away with a reflow or just a reball, and you're not going to pull any pads up. But I have a feeling that if it's still blue screen after pressing down on the module, that some of the pads are loose, and when I pull it, there's going to be some pads pulled. So you guys can call me pad puller again and all that good stuff, but they're damaged traces, so they're going to pull up no matter what. So that is what I'm working on. And one of them is a switch light, And I believe the same problem is happening with the Switch Lite. So I want to confirm that too. I want to check the Switch Lite. I want to press down on it, see if it boots to the screen. If it does, then I'm going to reflow it if I get it working. And then if I get it working before I send it back, I'm going to ask him if it's okay if I take a bunch of diode mode readings and make a bunch of printouts of all the diode modes like I've been doing for the Switch. So I'm hoping that he'll let me hold on to it if I get it working to do that. If I give him a copy of the data, he may very well jump in to let me do that. So let us do some stuff with the phone, and then I don't want to do the phone stuff now on Sunday. You guys want to see me messing around with a phone, or do you want to see me finish this Switch? What do you guys want to do? You guys talk among yourselves. Let me know what you want to do. You want me to finish fixing that Switch, or do you want me to mess around with these phones? Can't guarantee I fix anything. I'm just going to mess around with them. I forgot to show this, that I got this. I got an iBoot box. Also, I got an iBoot box, and then I have my iPhone cables, but it also came with the Android and the cables I'm not going to be using, the X. It even comes with the 11. So, okay, so Micro says, so we got 1 vote for Switch. I fixed more Xboxes. I don't really offer PlayStation 4s, mainly because a lot of times it's blue screen of death, and I do not have a BGA machine, nor can I actually hook one up in my workshop right now, because I borrowed a reflow oven from work at my old job, and I plugged it in, and it blew the breaker on this line. So, and that reflow oven uses about the same power as a BGA machine. So I definitely can't. Whatever is the most boring, well, the phone's going to be the most boring. Oh, what's an iBoot box? Well, you're about to find out what an iBoot box is. Let me show you. So let me grab my box of phones that was donated by a viewer, and you want to see the boot box. So what is this here? These are 2 S's. So this one's for parts. We're going to see what it does. So we're going to open up this. I'm assuming it's a 6S. So we're going to open up this 6S here. I'm going to grab my other tools here. So I'm going to grab my little opener thing. I'm going to grab a box for it. And then I'm going to grab my screw mat here. We're going to do this phone. All right, so I got a screw mat here that is magnetic, and it keeps track of all my screws. But on top of that, I do something a little bit different on it too, because I don't want to leave this out. What I'm going to do, okay, so put my other phone charts here. I'm very organized, people. I am an organized person. Yeah, we're going to look at the iBoot box. It's basically, it has battery terminals on it for booting up a phone that's just a board. So this is the iPhone 6S thing here. So basically, it has the frame screws here that it doesn't show you what the other screws are. It just shows the screen assembly. Oh, that's kind of ghetto. Okay, I'm gonna get the. I ordered one of those iScrew mats for the 5S. I'm going to order one for all the other phones because this is ghetto. It only has screws for changing screens. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was screws for just changing screens. So that stinks. So we're going to open up this screw thing here. We're going to get the iPhone iFixit kit. It's falling apart here. So we're going to get the iFixit kit. We're going to zoom in. Zoom in. We're going to lighten the image up. And we are going to get into this. We're going to put it there. So we're going to get our pentaloop through here. And we're going to... And this one does not have the pentaloops. Okay, so no pentaloops in that one. I'm assuming these have been opened before hardcore. So this is supposed to open the phone. So we're going to find out if this thing even works. So we're going to... I'm assuming this is weird. Never used one of these before, so we're about to find out. Okay, so clamp it down on there. I'll zoom out a little bit. So you clamp it on there. Okay, so it separates it a little bit. That makes sense. Kind of thin. So if I separate it a little bit and I get this in there. Oh, okay. Well, that seems handy. Until you need to take it off, and then it's not handy at all. Okay, so that seems handy. I mean, this one's been opened before. Maybe it's nicer on one that hasn't been opened before. So, okay, so what's nice about these little boxes here, you can, you know, put the screen for the 6 up there like that. So I'm going to take off this, these plates here. So what I'm going to do is, I believe they are Phillips. Yeah, they're Phillips. Get the Phillips bit out. I'm going to put this one here, 25. That one at 26. And then I'm going to take out this screw and I'm going to put it in 10. Put this one in 12. And then I'll put this one in 18. And then it's kind of in the layout of the bracket, and hopefully I noticed that, and I put them back in the right spot. So take off these plates here. So take that plate off. Well, just knock the phone all over the place. Knock the phone all over the place. And I should have used the Hacko stand for that. So make sure I disconnect this battery. So the battery is disconnected. So I am going to leave the screen assembly on there, and I want to show you the boot box. So I could boot it inside the, so I think it's missing a flex. Somehow I think that's missing a flex. But I don't know if this will boot or not. So you take out your iBoot box and then you get your right cable here. What is this one? This one is X6S. So we have a 6S cable here. So 6S here, and then it's got the dock flex and the power cable. So I'm going to disconnect the dock on it. Disconnect the dock, and then I'm going to plug this into the battery and the dock flex. It feels like it's in there. So, and then I will take my boot box and I will plug it into the power supply. Black and apparently yellow and red. So that's a weird one. So I turn that on. I'm going to open up the power app. So, Nick, I don't know if I said hey to you. I've never worked on an Android tablet. Not at the moment. I'm not going to be doing Android tablets. So let me see if this will connect. Yes, it will. So let's put the power on the screen. Yay, power's on the screen. So we're using the one that's 5 volts or 4 volts. So we're putting the 4 volts and it's plugged into here. So we're going to plug this. We're going to plug this USB cable-y thing into here like so. Okay. And then we're going to turn on our power supply. Our power supply is now on. And then I wonder if this needs more than output for, oh, it needs 5 volts input, so. Okay, so 5 volts, it's on now, so it's drawing 0, 0. So what I can do is, if I pull the screen down, and we'll see, what I can do is I can press this, and it will trigger the phone to boot, which is not booting. So that basically triggers the phone to boot. But as you can see, the current, it's still just drawing 30 milliamps, so it's not drawing any current. So I think I'm doing this right. I think that's how you make it boot. I don't know if this phone will even boot, if anything. So so I should be getting power out. Let's try the power button to see if that makes it. Okay, when I press the power button, it's drawing 270 milliamps. So I must not be doing the boot box right. So now it's stuck at 270. So I mean, I'm these phones are for practice. I'm gonna look more into it. I still got to get my copy of the XW, but how it works is you hook it up like that, and then you can press the button to boot the phone when it's normally not in the case. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my supply. Unhook that. That could have not been in the dock connector also, because it was hard to get to. But that's the iBoot box. So we'll leave the iBoot box out. We'll leave the cable in. So my desk is getting a little messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. I'm going to disconnect this screen here. Let's see, what do we got here? Wow. Can't remember the name of the channel. I think I've seen that where they went through the battery factories. It's crazy. Ginger guy with a beard. No, I'm definitely thinking. Yeah, I have phone board. I actually have a 5S I'm working on for a video that has some issues. And I was trying to use phone board, but oh yeah, this has a torn flex. So I don't know. I think that's the front camera flex, but it could work for just a screen. So, but put the screen away. But you know, let's see here. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get in disassembling this phone more. I don't plan on it being a phone again. So we're going to see if we can take it apart some more. So this looks like a standoff. Is that a standoff? Is that what a standoff? Is that a nut? It is a nut. What? That's weird. Yep. That's just weird. They got rid of the standoff driver for a stupid nut. That's strange all in its own right. Okay, so hopefully all these are Phillips. Yeah, that feels like a Phillips. So, one there. Here. Okay, so I'm trying to get my screws mixed up here. I can always watch the video back and see the order that I placed them inside the little screw holder there. So, all right, let's see here. We got another plate. Weird looking. Wow, is that thing really attached up there? What is that for? Does that even need to come out for getting the board out? Let me pull the sim tray out before I go yank it on this board. So, yeah, it is a 6S, I believe. Sim tray. So let me see if this will snuggle up out of here. Oh, nope, I got a flex up here. Just trying to see how this comes out. Seems like there's a screw up here. Yeah, I think this other piece has to come out here. I watch a lot of Jason from STS, and I don't see him removing half of these screws. Maybe he does. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a frigging screw up there. Okay. That would explain it. So I guess he does take that. That must be that funky antenna he talks about. Okay, so that 9. All right, so this should come out now. Yep, that comes out. Antenna cable here. So okay, so we got that board out, and we're gonna put that away here. So remember, this is just a practice board. This is not a customer's board. I am just gonna play with this thing and see what I can figure out on fixing it in the future. So It was a dead board. It was marked for parts, so doesn't mean we can't give it a whirl. So, let me put that back on and let me see if I can get the boot box to work now that I have the board out, and see if we can just get a boot sequence out of it. So this is the success. So basically, I'm going to take it, I'm going to plug in the battery, I'm going to plug in the flex for the dock connector, like so. Okay, got that plugged in. I'm going to turn on my power supply, and I'm going to plug in the box. And it's drawing, I don't know if the box is drawing 30 milliamps, but if I press this to boot, nothing's happening. Lights are not even turning on now. I should have read the instructions. I was drawing 700 milliamps, 900. So it's drawing some current. That's weird how you have to hold the button down and you can get it to. So I need to play with this on a phone that I know works so I can figure out exactly how it works. But that's basically the principle of it. Yeah, it could be any of that. So I just took a picture. No idea. Yeah, huge work. I like the 8th edition. I was a big fan of 8th edition. Adeptus Custodes was my team. I did a lot of kill team with them after the Elites package came out. I did a lot of kill team. I paired them with Blood Angels, and then I had a huge Adeptus Mechanicus army, somewhere around 8,000 points. I'm actually looking to sell a lot of that stuff that's unbuilt. But I have a lot of Adeptus Mechanicus unbuilt stuff. They're not new in the box, but it's just the sprues that I have laying around. So. What do we got here? Yeah, I used to go to the Warhammer store before I got worse off from my accident, and I could actually go out and do things. This was probably 2018, early 2018. I got diagnosed with more injuries to my neck, and I was unable to even work part time. So, and I wasn't able to I couldn't stand up for the length of a Warhammer game, and I did some rehab, and it didn't seem to take, and then I kind of just drifted away from it. So, I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed building the armies and stuff. Once it got to the point where I couldn't paint anymore, then I was pissed because I had so much left to paint and I couldn't just can't paint anymore. So, all right. Oh yeah, this has got the stickers off the back. So, and it's got the frame cut. It looks like it may have had Tigris replaced. Let's take a look at that under the scope. Let's take a looky under the scopy. Where's it at? Is that is TriStar, isn't it? Is that TriStar? Yeah, I think that is TriStar. A lot of components knocked off around there. Some caps. There's Tigris. I'm getting familiar with the boards. When I get ZXW, I'll know more. But yeah, it looks like that was That was definitely changed or messed with. Oh, I'm pulling the CPU off one of these and learning how to reball one. That's actually going to be part of my series of stuff I'm going to do with the learning to fix phones. Is I'm going to mess around with CPUs and stuff. So what I want to see is if I can remove the CPU shield with the hot plate. So that's down there like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my little tweezers here. My real tiny tweezers, and I can get in there like that without damaging anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on this beast, and we're going to see what happens at. All right, we're going to set it to. We're going to set it to 190 and see what happens. See if I can lift off that. Let's do 125 first. I don't know how calibrated this thing is. Probably should calibrate it first. While that's heating up, we'll take a look at chat here. Yeah, I can't even count the amount of operations I've had. I don't know if you can see that. I know it's zoomed in, but that scar on my arm here goes all the way up to my neck. Um, that was broken in 27 places, and some days I wish that it was amputated, and then some days I'm glad it wasn't. So, um, well, that's hot. Wow, that got hot quick. So, is the shieldy Lucy? So that's 112, 113. Assuming that's in Celsius. So it's not lifting up on the shield yet. And from what I understand, this shield is low melt. So may need to tease it with a little hot air. But we're at 119 right now. So 120. So let's see any shield movement here. So there's 124. Shield didn't lift off yet. Not even budging. So I'm going to go up to 145. Let's see if that takes the shield off. You're saying 180 on this? Do you have one of these? I also played a lot of Age of Sigmar. I played a lot of that. I had the Fish People army. Pretty good Fish People. It wasn't big. I think it was like 1,200 points. Deepkin, it was like 1,200 points. It wasn't all painted. Just like my Reavers and my Commanders and a Shark were painted, and my Eels. That was all that was painted. I had the turtle. I had the big guy I can't pronounce the name of. But I was a big fan of my Imperial Knights. I did all magnets on them and things like that. All right, we're gonna do the 180, like Dream said. So it's at 153 now. So do a movement on the shield. Definitely toasty. I'm not gonna touch it again. I'll tell you that right now. Nothing's hot on the bottom. The controller's not warm, so feel a little bit safe about that. Still nothing. Still no movement on this. 177. I mean, heck, this could have been put back on with you know, lead-free solder. You're good until 200. After that, it depends on the accuracy of your heat source. Okay. Um, oh, that'd be cool. A TV show on Warhammer. Yeah, I was a huge. I started with Adeptus Mechanicus, and I did a challenge to build 2,000 points, and then I ended up getting 8,000 points worth of it with the knights, and a bunch of knights and all that good stuff. So there's 190. Still no show. Oh, wait. Boom, 190 is the way to go. So I'm going to turn that down to 100 and turn it off. So 190 and the shield popped right off. So we're going to let that cool down. That was pretty cool. That was effortless. I didn't even have to turn on the hot air. That's not bad preheater. And the fact that I can add different connections on it is pretty cool. Let me pull up my AliExpress what I have in my cart that I can show you guys that I plan on getting for phones. Let me just get all signed in here. Starting to smell. Hopefully that's it cooling down and not catching fire. At least it's on video. Okay, so I'm gonna calibrate that. I got a 5S. I gotta I gotta pull the shields off of, so I'm gonna play with it then. Okay, so we'll go through my cart. A lot of this stuff that I'm not getting. These are all Tigris ICs. I'm not getting those. This is just stuff I put in the cart from like things, but I'm getting these two QN Lee Mega Ideas. This one is for the X and the XS, and this one's for the 11. They're like eye sockets. You can separate the board and then put them in there and get the data and stuff. And then don't disregard that. And this is a holder for the X, XS, SX Max Pro, and you can also use it to reball the middle frame and stuff. So that's for reballing the middle frame for those. And then here's the heat plates that plug in to. This one is for the X, XS, XX Max, and this one is for the 11 and 12. It's a 6-in-1 heater. And then they just like it's just another module. So and then I'm getting another set of these. I have a set on the way. Not getting that. Not getting that. Just stuff that I put in the cart there. So, but yeah, just some stuff that I have in my cart for when I sell some more switches. I want to get the stuff and start offering data recovery. But I still have a couple things left. I got some QN Lee black stencils on the way. Some tools, a hot stone. I got a stencil for the NAND on the Switch, and then I got some LCD drivers for the Switch and some tweezers to try. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. So excited for what's coming in. A lot of that stuff will be here on probably Saturday, tomorrow maybe. If not, it'll be here Monday, and then I'll do a stream on Tuesday or something with that stuff. So I'm just gonna take that off of the hot plate. So I'm gonna take that off the hot plate, move that over there. I'm gonna mount this probably right up there so I have access to it. So yeah, Phil never got to make it to the stream, did he? Yeah, I did a lot of research on the different. I did a lot of research on the heating plate, and I went with the Sunshine mostly because the bricks are inexpensive once you buy the heating unit. The bricks are inexpensive, and there's more than just the three that I plan on getting. They make them for Android and other things too. Well, I showed them in the book there, but they make them for different things. So yeah, I like them. Um, I'm gonna be doing a. I got a 5S that I have a. It doesn't have a short when I hook up power to it, but when I press the power button, it just jumps to 60 milliamps and then dies. Hey, Phil made it just at the end. Look at that. So my voice is starting to go. Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do a little bit more stuff. So let me just pick up this phone stuff. So we messed around with that. So that's going to be cool. I got a video. I got a video series where I'm teaching myself phone repair. So that's interesting. Hoping the first video for that comes out next week. I still have to get my ZXW. So uh, yeah, they do automatically light up the stencils. They're a little pricey. $70 for the CPU stencils is a little pricey. Um, I have to see how I do with the sale on some stuff I have. I got some stuff for sale on eBay, and I'm putting some more stuff up on sale. As soon as my shipping system gets worked out, um, it's still giving me a bunch of hassle and issues. Let's check out this board holder real quick and see how it holds the board. What is this? Oh, I see how it goes. I didn't have that all. Very interesting. So it does hold it. This one's a little bit less grabby. Guess that. I guess that would hold it down. Oh, my head was in the way the whole time. Hey, Jinxie, how's it going? I see you show up with Phil. You guys must be hanging out. So yeah, it's a board holder. We'll see how it. We'll see how I like it. I haven't had any issues with any of my other board holders, so we'll see how I like it. Seems kind of like it might break a board, but we'll see how long it takes before I snap one of those wings off. But so, man, I got a mess. I have a mess to clean up. So we'll just tuck this over here with the other mess. So let's see here. Oh, here's that light, Phil. You missed it in the beginning. Here's the UV light. It's got the USB lead there. And see, you sit it on top of the PCB. It's got this cool rave mode. Me and CapTech were talking about solder mask parties. So the button seems to work now. I don't know how the hell that happened. I didn't even touch it, and the button started working. So it does cure. It does cure the solder mask. It's not as quick as the laser, but then again, you don't have to hold it and you don't have to charge the battery. So, not having to charge the battery is a win for me. And I mounted it to my scope arm over here, and it seemed to do the job. So that's that. I am not gonna break out this switch right now. My throat is killing me. I'm gonna call it here, guys. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. How many did we have? 11 viewers now. Concurrent was 13. Not bad. Thank you guys. I appreciate it so much. Thanks to all my members, all my Patreons. There's a new video on Patreon on short circuits and diode mode and all that good stuff. If you have any questions, you can send me an email. Links are in the description. Become a member of the channel. Links are also in the description. Thank you so much for watching and have a fantastic day.